Hi General Maths students. In this video we're going to do some cost per unit size calculations. Now this feeds into this type of information that's given in supermarkets these days on price tags, where they make the consumer aware of the cost per, say, 100 grams in this case, or cost per kilo or something like that, because quite often products that are very similar to one another from different brands or even within the same brand will have different prices for different sizes, and so it makes it challenging for people to compare to see which one is the best value. In fact, this type of information has only been provided since 2009. So I myself can remember a time before this information was given. And when you're at the supermarket, you had to, if you wanted to compare the price to see which was the best value, you'd have to do lots of calculations in your head, because this was prior to the time when everybody had phones as well. So quite often you didn't have a calculator with you. You just had to use your brain to do a comparison. So it was quite challenging. I'm certainly glad that they give this type of information these days, because it makes it very quick to compare value for different size products. So let's do some calculations. We've got a chocolate bar here, and we've been asked to show the cost per unit size in 3 different units. Okay, so the trick is to get the cost and the mass into the correct units for the particular question that we're being asked about. So what we essentially do is we have cost divided by mass, right? Now, in this case, we're asked for cents per gram. So we need to convert this cost, $3.50, into the equivalent amount in cents. So $3.50 is 350 cents. So now we can do that, cost in cents, divided by the mass, which is already in grams, so we don't need to convert that, and that gives us 180. So let's do the division. So we've got 350 divide 180, and this chocolate bar costs 1.94 cents per gram, just rounding off. Okay. Now, in the next one, we're asked to find the cost per 100 grams. So the quickest way for this one to do this one is to do a conversion where we know that the cost for 1 gram is $1.94. So of course the cost for 100 grams is going to be 100 times that, because it's 100 lots of that 1 gram. So if we take the 1.94 and multiply it by 100, that will give us the cost per 100 in cents per 100 grams. So 1.94 times 100 is 194 cents per 100 grams. Okay, now in this part C, we're asked for the cost in dollars per kilogram. So I'm going to go back to the original cost there we had was $3.50, and we'll leave it in dollars. Now in kilograms, 180 grams. How do we convert 180 grams to kilograms? How many kilograms is that? Well, we need to divide that by 1,000. So 180 divided by 1,000. 180 divided 1,000 is 0.18. Okay, so now we'll take that cost in dollars. Actually, I won't worry about the dollar sign. $3.5 divided by 0.18 gives this amount. Whoops, 0.18, $19.44 per kilogram. Okay, so those are the simple types of calculations we do to get cost per unit size. Let's look at this example here. It's slightly different. Rather than using a cost per mass, we're going to compare these two boxes of biscuits on a cost per biscuit basis. Okay, so let's see which is the best value. We've got the big value box where you can buy in bulk. So the value box. So remember, once again, we're going to be doing cost divided by, well, in this case, I mean, we'll just say size, but really, I mean, it's just number of biscuits, right? So cost divided by number of biscuits. Okay, so let's see. I might convert this cost to cents, so that's 890 cents, and I'll convert this one to 240 cents to do the comparison. So 890 divided by 120. So if we do that, 890 divided 120, that means it costs 7.4 cents per biscuit if we just go to one decimal place. And that's in the big value box. The small packet. Okay, so this time we've got 240 and we're dividing that by the number of biscuits, which is 28. So 240 divided 28 is 8.6 cents per biscuit if we round to one decimal place. I'll just tidy that up a bit. Okay, so clearly the value box is better value because it's 1.2 cents per biscuit less. So value box is the way to go. Now, sometimes you'll be asked about the shelf life of a product and whether it's still good value to buy in bulk, as we say. These biscuits have a shelf life of 6 weeks, so that means they're going to go off after 6 weeks. They're not going to be any good to eat. You're going to eat 12 biscuits per week, so which is the best value on that basis? Okay, so if you eat 12 biscuits for 6 weeks, that means 12 by 6 biscuits, which is how many biscuits? 72. Right, so 72 biscuits are required. Okay, so how many packets of each type of biscuit box would you require? Well, clearly 72 biscuits is not up to 120 yet, so that's going to be either one value box or how many small packets? Well, we can take that 72 and divide that by 28. So 72 divided by 28 means that you're going to need 2.57 small packets. Now, of course, you can't buy 0.57 of a small packet, so you've just got to round that up. So in order to get enough biscuits for you to have for the 6 weeks, you'd need 3 packets of the small. So 3 small packs. All right, so which one is going to be cheaper? Okay, so the one value box is going to cost $8.90. 3 small packs, that's 3 lots of 240. What does that give you? 3 by 240 is $7.20. So in the end, it's not worth buying in bulk in this case because you'll spend less on the 3 small packs. The value box will give you plenty of biscuits, but after 6 weeks, you'll any biscuits that are left in that value box will have passed their shelf life, and you'll probably need to chuck them out. Okay, so go ahead and have a look at the description for the video and try some questions on cost per unit size.